worship you. We worship you, oh God. We honor you, oh God. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah, Lord. Come on, put your hands together. Let me celebrate now. Come on, glory to God. Put your hands together. Come on, really strong and help me celebrate our Facebook family as they join with us on this day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Come on, help me celebrate God for them. Amen. Glory to God. You may have your seat. I'm going to be careful with this statement, amen, that I'm going to make. I think this is the last series of teaching on the message, making preparation to receive the mantle. I am on chapter 6 of my 10th book, Impartation. And you will find some of the teaching about the mantle. You'll find some of the revelation. Come on, amen. God is doing new things in this season. Let me try that again. God is doing new things in this season. We don't need to just have a season. We need to have an understanding of a season. We preach about season, but we don't understand the season. And when things happen the way they happen, because we don't understand the season, we don't understand the move of God. Y'all ain't talking to me. I want you to follow me, because when the Lord started speaking to me this morning, I said, uh-oh. Because for the last several weeks, when I'm thinking I'm coming to close this subject, or the message, the Lord will start filling it back up. And so I said, uh-oh, because the Lord started back filling up things. Come on, y'all ain't talking to me. The first thing God said to me this morning, to remind the people that greater than great is coming. Let me try it again. God told me to remind the people that greater than great is coming. I think sometime, and I need to bring clarification, sometimes people will wonder, why is it that when most of the time when an apostle get up, he's always speaking a faith-filled word, or he's always speaking something about hope, or he's always talking about what God is going to do, and look like every time he open his mouth, every week, God is going to do something. And it's sad, but some people have fell into a place where they done had trouble so much until they are just comfortable with where they are, and they're not looking for God to do anything. I have an assignment. Somebody shout, he has an assignment. I have an assignment, and we got to understand, because most Christians believe what they see instead of what God said. Let me try that again. I have an assignment because most Christians believe what they see instead of what God has said. So every day the devil will produce things for you to see called distraction. And if you're not careful, what you see could tone out your ears from what you're supposed to hear. Are y'all with me so far? Most Christians believe what they see instead of what has been said. It takes a lifetime of changing to deal with one bad experience in your life. You can have an experience when you was 5 years old. For example, you could be molested at the age of 5 years old. And when you are 65 years old, you can still be dealing with that battle from that 5-year-old trauma. Are y'all with me? The enemy is aware that certain events that have happened in your life, that it could take a lifetime for you to grab hold of faith so that you can change your mindset and become all that God is calling you to be. That's why it is important when we as shepherds stand up to preach the gospel that we give you a word that pulls you up instead of beating you down. If you go into the four gospel, and I'm going somewhere, show me, locate how many times Jesus took the disciple and beat them up with the word. Now, he dealt with the religious people very stern. But when he spoke with his disciple, he was speaking their destiny. He was not speaking their past. He was speaking their future. He was not speaking where they were. He was speaking where they was going. He was not speaking about their issue. I don't recall one time where Jesus was counseling with a disciple to talk to them about personal issues that happened in their lives. None of the 12 did he ever counsel about marital issues and marital problems. None of the 12 did he ever sit down and talk about you was abused when you was 8, 9, 10, 12, and you got discouraged because the boat left you and you were supposed to go out there and catch fish. He never dealt with crazy issues. He told them to follow him. Y'all ain't talking to me. And in the following, he said, I'm going to make you my disciples. I'm going to pull you from your past and make you who you're supposed to be. And you cannot make a man or a woman who they're supposed to be by constantly reminding them of their past. So the average pastor, when they get up, in some of these old jacked up, oh God, I better be careful. In some of these nice glamorous church, the average pastor is going to spend more time beating you down instead of beating you up with the word and causing you to rise up out of the low places to push you up in the high places. Don't you know, as a man, thinking so easy, and we can't get you to change your mind about yourself, then we cannot change your condition and your circumstances. And in this hour, God is looking for a change. In this hour, God is looking for development. In this hour, God is looking for maturity. In this hour, God is looking for us to look like him, shine like him, talk like him, act like him, and possess his wealth and his authority and his power. In this hour, God wants us to learn how to walk by faith and not by sight. In this hour, we got to understand that he can do exceedingly abundantly above all we think or ask. I told y'all this is the season that I feel like God is getting ready to hide me from everybody. And while God is hiding me, he's working a work. He's got me on a potter's wheel. He's shifting some things because I done talked about international for so long, and I have been in a national, my God, a regular national platform, and God shall not hide you. So when I let you appear again, there's going to be cameras on you. When I let you appear again, you're going to be flashed all over the world. God is getting ready to, I know some of y'all can't shout for y'allself, but you don't have to shout for me, baby, because this word is not just about the apostle of this house. This word is about the global anointing. It's about the stretching anointing. It's about the shifting anointing. It's about the stepping out anointing. It's about the stepping over and becoming what God has already promised you. Glory to God, glory to God. Oh God, I wish somebody had, my God, a piece of a revelation. But my God, for you know that God is speaking beyond what you've been. That you know that God is speaking beyond what you've been born in. That you know that God is speaking beyond your bloodline. He's speaking prophetically. That he's getting ready to take the church. He's getting ready to lift the church up so that the world can see his power. So that the world can see his glory. So that the world will know that he is who he say he is. You ought to give God a praise. Your circumstances is getting ready to have a headache. Your circumstances are trembling. Your childhood situation is nervous. The demon that held you down is recognizing the power that's lifting you up. Somebody shout glory. Somebody shout glory. See, some people, they're saying you're walking around with the hope message. It kind of disturbed me. How preachers, can I talk about it for a little while? My God, I'm so disturbed in my spirit that if you can find anybody that would throw you under a bus, it's church folks. If you find anybody that would tear you down, it's church folks. Sing like church folks is the only group of people that will step on their wounded. Come on, somebody. In the military, they got a thing called nobody gonna be left behind. And we got to drag you in with one arm. We're gonna go back and get you. And we got to drag you in with a half a body. We're gonna go back and get you. But in the church, we like to step on each other. But I hear the Spirit of the Lord is saying that the head of the church is coming down back to the planet connected with the church, because God's body got to look like God, and God's glory got to resemble Himself. So we got to stop putting each other down. We got to stop running over each other. We got to learn how to take our mouths off of each other. Just because I outgrew your expectation, I outgrew that little corner you put me on. I was an usher for 30 years, and one day I got a revelation. I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of God. What you're saying, Apostle, serving for 30 years, somewhere between the beginning and now, a stirring on the inside, a revelation awakened. I call you to preach the gospel. You was fine as long as you were the usher. You was fine as long as you were in the choir. You was fine as long as you were cutting grass outside. You was fine as long as you were working with the baby. But the minute you said, God called me to preach, look like everybody is upset in the church. Pastor message changed. Elders in the church changed. Mothers in the church changed. But I come to tell somebody, you can change all you want. If God be for me, He's more than the whole world. Who am I preaching to this morning? I learned a long time ago, somewhere in the early stage of Acts, I heard Peter say, I heard one of the patriarchs say, if this work be of God, who can hinder it? If it be a man, it's going to fall down by itself. Church people, stop putting your mouth on other church folks. You don't know what God told them to do. Can I preach in here? Pastors, don't get upset. I know y'all feel like before God can use your memory, He got to consult with you first. But Pastor, where were you when God visited Jeremiah in his mother's womb? Lord have mercy. Pastor Eli, where were you when Samuel, Lord have mercy, was trying to sleep and the Lord called Samuel? Sometimes God will call when you can't hear. Lord have mercy. Instead of us turning up the call, we ought to get behind them and say, let me help you do A, B, and C, D, E, L, G. I wish I had somebody that would preach with me this morning, because I'm going higher, I'm going greater, I'm going wider, I'm going deeper. I feel in the spirit. Somebody trying to sit on me. Sit on me all you want. I learned how to preach in the backyard, in the country. We didn't have a keyboard. We didn't even know that you should have a keyboard in the church. Can I preach in here? I learned to preach preach without the throne. I preach to my brothers and sisters so you can sit down, but I can sit down and preach the gospel. I can lay down and preach the gospel. Good God Almighty, the God I serve is more than enough. Look at the neighbors and we're going somewhere. Sister Jackie, you're going somewhere. Renata, you're going somewhere. Come on, somebody. Kathy, you're going somewhere. Dixon, you're going somewhere. Come on, somebody. Lord have mercy. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, it's already been prophesied that you are the head. Say, neighbor, it's already been prophesied that you're blessed in the city. Say, neighbor, it's already prophesied that you're blessed in the field. Say, neighbor, it's already been prophesied that whatever you put your hand to. Say, neighbor, it's already been prophesied that the earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof. Say, neighbor, it's already been prophesied that the Lord is my shepherd. Say, neighbor, it's already been prophesied that he will do exceedingly. Say, neighbor, it's already prophesied that my God shall. Hey, God. Hey, God. I'm living in a prophecy. I'm living in a prophecy. If you want to know what my seed is, it's the prophecy. It's not man-made seed. It's not the seed that tore me here and there. It's not the seed where the current bring me under. But it's the prophecy. And the prophecy is the word that God saw will come to pass before time started. I'm living in the prophecy. I'm living in the prophetic. Somebody shout, yeah! Somebody shout, yeah! Somebody shout, yeah! I'm living. I said I'm living. The Bible said, Mama, the Bible said, and not only so, but with glory. I said with glory. Apostle, what do you do in tribulation? Hear what Paul said. He said when tribulation comes, instead of us crying, instead of us wondering, instead of us trying to figure it out, he said here's what we're supposed to do. He said we glory in tribulation, also knowing, Lord have mercy, that tribulation worketh patient and patient experience, and experience produces hope. That's why I preach hope, because experience produces hope. I done had a lot of experience, so I got a lot of hope, because the God that took me through the experience gave me a hope that this too will pass. It may feel dark right now, but the sun is going to shine. Lord have mercy. If you ever seen a storm, a cloud show up, it might look, my God, pretty bleak and dim, but keep on looking. After a while, there's a wind in the earth, and there's a wind in heaven, because God wanted to blow stuff in the earth. And every now and then, he got to blow stuff into heaven. Somebody shall blow on the cloud. Every now and then, look like the clouds are moving faster than they ever moved before. before. That's because God is getting ready to bless you faster than you've ever been blessed before. I wish I had some help. Speed the wind up, blow on the cloud, let the sun shine. Somebody shall shine in my dark season, shine in my strange season, shine in my discomfort season, shine in my painful season, shine in my battle season, shine in my wayward season, shine. Y'all sit down. Look at your neighbor and say, shine. So let me help you. Let me help you. Look at your neighbor and say, we need some help. See, these, and you can tell who are doing it. These poor, impoverished preachers struggling every Sunday to get an offering. Struggling every month to hold on to the church. Struggling every hour to pay for their house and pay for the band. They were the one that came out with, they teamed up with the world. How are they going to preach that prosperity message? You can tell. See, rich folk don't talk like that. See, when rich folk hear about prosperity and wealth, they want to hear more, because faith comes by hearing and hearing about the word of God. But you can tell poor folks. Poor folks don't want to hear that rich stuff because that aggravates them. Because the first thing you got to do is overcome the curse by paying tithes, and that's a challenge. Second thing you got to do is learn how to give beyond your tithes. Because some of y'all are comfortable giving right under your tithe when you should be giving over your tithe. So you can expect, oh God, I'm preaching up in here. See, you can tell when you deal with poverty-minded people. See, that's why I tell you, you got to be careful when you join Unveiling Glory Worship Ministry. Because if you come here handicapped, you're going to leave out here normal. If you come in here crooked, you're going to walk out straight. If you come in here bent down, you're going to walk out with your back straight. I wish I had some help up in here, because we can't have you down going out. If you